welcome to or welcome back to Auntie's Cakery. I'm Tracy, and as you can see, I'm about to pop. But I wanted to do one more practice or display cake before the baby's born. Just a few weeks left. Oh my goodness. Time has gone by fast and slow and fast. And in all my restless nights, I came up with this beautiful design with real fresh roses. I love them. So I hope you enjoy watching this as much as I enjoyed creating it. First, I covered 3 dummy cakes or foam cake tiers with white fondant. I did a 10-inch, an 8-inch, and this one is a 6-inch. Just smooth that fondant onto the tier. Then I got some red fondant and I'm cutting a variety of sizes ranging from large to small circles. These will be for the little flowers on the bottom tier. Once I have all those cut, I will thin the edges using my roller and a ball tool. I'll put them in a little drying cup. I'll thin all those circles, large to small. And using some piping gel, I will glue them into each other. And the last piece, I'll fold a little more just to form the little center. And I made quite a variety of sizes for those also. Then I let them sit overnight and dry a little, both the tiers and the flowers. So the next day I'll use a little clear piping gel to stick those on the cake, and I'm using toothpicks to secure them so they don't fall off until I have them surrounded by white ruffles. And I'm going to surround them with lots of teeny little ruffles. To make the ruffles, I roll some fondant out in my pasta roller. I rolled these to a number 3 thickness. And each little circle, I think I did over 300 of these. I fold them to look like a little ruffle. And then with piping gel, I stick them around the red roses. Next, I'm going to pipe the 8-inch tier. Right here, I'm using this register tape just to mark where I'm going to be piping. In this piping bag, I have some red royal icing. Royal icing is one of my favorite icings to use because it dries hard, and those strings usually just stay put, unless they're touched. Then I'll put a dot on every mark, and this is where I'll be piping the strings. I'll pipe some little swags and get them as close in depth as I can. And I'm using a number 1 round piping tip. And then I'll add a second row also. After those are piped all around the cake, I'm going to flip it upside down and do the same thing. Then I'll pipe one row on the alternating dots. Clean that up with a damp paintbrush. Now the tier is still upside down. I'm going to be piping some strings below the top or above if after it's flipped over. And still upside down, I'm piping some swags on the bottom of the cake. After those swags that are hanging off the cake are dried, I'll pipe a second row. Now the cake is upside up again, and I'll pipe on the alternating dots. Now moving to the 6-inch tier. I'm going to do some deep pipe swags, and I'm using this register tape to get the depth as similar as possible. And on this tier, I'm piping 3 different layers. And then I'm moving to a number 18 star tip. And with it, I'll pipe little stars between those swags. A large one and 2 small ones. My icing consistency wasn't quite right, so I thickened it up to pipe these top stars. And off video, I actually removed the other large stars and re-piped over them with the thicker icing. With some royal icing, I will glue the medium-sized roses onto this tier. And then pipe a star border along the bottom of that cake. I thought I'd add a couple more little stars around the roses. Now I'm going to glue the little flowers onto the second tier. And I'm also piping a little star where all the strings meet. Time to stack the cake and add the roses. Here I have just a stack of cardboard I'm using to raise the 10-inch cake up. And with royal icing, I will stick those roses onto the board. 8-inch tier I'm sticking on and adjusting, being very careful not to break those strings. And I'll very carefully put roses on that tier also. Stick that last tier on there and add some roses on top. The bottom tier of this cake probably took me 5 hours alone, and then the other 2 probably took me another 5, so this is probably a 10-hour project. And here is the finished piece. Well, thank you so much for watching. This is probably the last new cake I'm going to make before my baby's born. So it might be a while before I get new videos out, depending how I feel after this little man is born. If you like watching my cake videos, I invite you to subscribe. It really helps my channel grow. And of course, leave a comment. I do read them all. Thank you for watching. Bye.